BB says, hey guys, what is the problem of duplicate content during syndication for full text posts? Is there a problem apply on branded network also, or just tier 2 and beyond? There's no problem at all. When you have it, that's the whole point of the attribution link, BB. If your RSS feed should have, depending on what kind of plugin you're using, RSS plugin, God forbid you're using Yoast, but almost all RSS plugins now have an RSS setting that will allow you to inject an attribution link, either before the content or after the content. And so in your plugin settings, you go in and you code in the attribution link. And there's typically some sort of tokens in there, like post URL, post title, site title, all of those things that you can tokenize your attribution link for, so that essentially it will pull the title. So what I always do is I always use the post title as the anchor text, and it links to the post URL. Again, those are tokens that you can code into the attribution code in the RSS plugin settings. However, if your RSS plugin settings if you don't have the ability to code in an attribution link, then you can do that within the applets inside of IFTTT, which just means you have to edit the applets. It really only well, you should do it also for Google Drive. So like your document sharing, when you syndicate a blog post into Google Drive and Microsoft OneDrive or whatever the hell it is, those should also have attribution links. But really, primarily you're going to be your blogs. So Blogger, Tumblr, WordPress, that you really want to make sure that you have the attribution links in. And there's no problem with duplicate content because you're citing the original source. That's the whole point. And even if you weren't citing the original source, it's still not a duplicate content problem. Duplicate content only occurs on the same domain. It doesn't occur off-site. If it did, then press releases would be toxic. And some press releases are toxic.
Actually, there is no such thing as duplicate content anywhere. Okay. Even on site. I mean, all that's going to happen if the pages are similar or the same, what Google is going to do, and we've explained this before, it's going to start A/B testing, A, B, C, D. However many pages are similar, it's going to take those, it's going to start giving it impressions, and then it's going to decide which one answers the query the best, and that's the page that's going to end up indexed, right? In the active index, let's just call it, versus all of the others. But you're not going to get any penalties. What you are going to get is warnings about duplicate titles and descriptions, so that you can make unique titles and descriptions, and the content can pretty much be the same. And then again, you're leaving it up to Google to decide which version of your page is the best for the query, instead of you deciding on your best converting page versus all the other pages. Look in Search Console and see which pages are being served for the different keywords, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see A, B, C, D. You'll see like, if the pages are very similar, you'll see 4, 5, 6 pages. If you're doing mass page builds, you'll see even more. And Google will give all of those pages impressions until it decides which one the best one would be. That's what they call keyword cannibalization. It's not really that. It's Google deciding which page answers the query the best. So let's end this duplicate content myth once and for all. I actually saw a definitive guide to SEO by a company which I kind of respected. They had really good information. They put out the definitive guide to technical SEO, and they went into duplicate content as if it could be an issue. And it can only be an issue if you're having all of these pages competing against one another to see which one Google is going to rank. That's the only way that it can affect you. You're not going to get a penalty. Nothing's going to happen other than Google. It'll take Google as long as it takes Google to decide which page is the best. You want to leave that up to Google, or do you want to go in, figure out which one it is that you want, and then rel canonical or redirect all of the other pages to that one page?
Yeah, go search Google for canonical, and you'll see, or rel equals canonical, and you'll see that Google created that specifically for that reason. And that's so that you can push credit from similar pages to whatever you want to be the parent or master page, so to speak. And that's to specifically address potential duplicate content issues on even the same domain. That's what canonical was originally developed for. And then they came up with cross-domain canonicals as well. And that's for canonicalizing similar pages from other domains to a specific target, if that makes sense. So